for braving the rain and coming out to join us this morning. We have 3 special guests from the Chevrolet brand team here to help you get to know the Chevrolet Impala. We have Chad Lyons, who's the communications manager for the Impala. We have Andy Milo, who's the design engineer on Impala. And we have John Hahn. Where's John? Oh, right here, John Hahn. John Hahn's the Impala marketing manager. So between the 3 of them, Stephanie, Angie, Mary, and me, hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions. So I'm going to turn it over to John to walk us through the presentation. You have a card in front of you that lists the online hub for all the media materials for Impala, and the presentation is also in front of you as well. Oh, I forgot. Stephanie will be mad at me if I don't mention it. Next week, for all the Salma members, we're doing a Buick Salma lunch. And we've only had a couple people RSVP, so if you're going to be coming, please let Angela know so we can let the venue know. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm John Hahn. I'm the Impala marketing manager from Detroit. Great to be here in Plymouth, Florida. And sorry I didn't bring the heat down from Detroit with me, but it's beautiful. Thanks for greeting us here with a very comfortable day. I'd like to walk you through this presentation that you have in front of you. Hope you enjoy this time in the Impala. This is really a renaissance for this Impala brand. The Impala brand's a very iconic brand for the Chevrolet lineup. As you can see, it's over the 10th generation, over 50 years of the Impala nameplate being a key player in the Chevrolet showroom. We've sold over 16 million Impalas through its history, and we're looking to really reinvigorate this classic iconic brand with this new car. Again, this is the 9th year that the Impala has led the large segment, large sedan segment. And I'd like to be happy to report that the Impala in June has retained not only total segment leadership, but also is the #1 retail brand with the launch of this very successful new 14 model year Impala. The new Impala has been in showrooms locally probably for about 3 months now. The car is doing very well. We're in the midst of our ramp-up of our launch. Obviously, we regained segment leadership. It's available across the country. And I guess most importantly, Southern Florida has been one of our key launch markets, so we're having some great success here locally. Hopefully you're starting to see the car on the roads and in driveways around town. The car has basically almost doubled its current performance here in South Florida, and it's getting a strong reception not only here, but across the country. And the car has basically met some great reviews, both in the press, from our dealers, and from the customers. We've been to auto shows throughout the year. We introduced the car to the public a little over a year ago in New York to great reviews. And we're getting a broad appeal. The car is attracting consumers from all walks of life, 20-somethings up through 60-somethings, all types of family demographics, etc. The car is available in 3 different powertrains. We have in 3 different models. We have an LS, which is our base model, an LT, which is our mid-level and popular sales model, and an LTZ. Many of the cars you'll be driving today are the LTZ model. We offer 3 powertrains. Most of the cars you'll be driving today are 3.6-liter V6, which is going to be our most popular powertrain. It is 305 horsepower. So that's the most horsepower of any naturally aspirated vehicle in this segment. So 305 horses is actually more than what we had in our last V8 Impala SS. So this car has a lot of performance attributes to it. 264 foot-pounds of torque, comes with a 6-speed automatic, and 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds, but also provides 29 miles per gallon on the highway. So you're getting both performance as well as fuel economy. But we also have 2 other engines available. In our LS, LT, and LTZ, we have a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder That is 196 horsepower as well. So it basically delivers the kind of horsepower that we had in our previous generation Impala, which is 211 horsepower. So it is an 8.57 car. I think you'll find the four-cylinder is very adequately powered, basically delivering the type of performance that we had in the previous generation, as well as 31 miles per gallon on the highway. And then, and soon to be announced later this fall, we will have an Eco model, which has our 2.4 liter with e-assist. So this has even more fuel efficiency, which if you're looking for even more fuel economy, of up to 35 miles per gallon highway in the Eco model.
The e-assist is going to be available in all trims, or
no? The Eco model will be basically will be available kind of in an LS and LT. It will only be an Eco model, but it'll be available kind of the lower end of our lineup. So we'll have a Eco model kind of the lower end, our LS LT LTZ, which will be available in both the 2.5 liter, and then the LT and LTZ have the V6. We expect most of the volume to be that LT V6 is where almost half of our volume will be.
Do you have an approximate date when the e-assist is going to come out?
We will have the Eco model will be available fourth quarter till this fall. So we'll start hitting dealerships late October, November.
And what's the price point?
The price point today, and I want to, we haven't announced the price point on the e-assist yet, so that'll be announced later this summer.
You don't compare it to the Chrysler 300?
Okay.
You don't compare it to the Chrysler 200? No comparison with the Chrysler?
Oh, yeah, yes, and later on I'll have a little bit of competitive comparison here to our markets, but for a price point of fuel efficiency, we are essentially priced in many cases below most of the competitors. The key competitors in this segment being the Chrysler 300, the Dodge Charger, Ford Taurus, the Toyota Avalon, Nissan Maxima, and then the Hyundai Azera and Genesis, etc. as well. And I'll walk you through prices. I had a question about prices and how we compare with a couple of the key competitors. We start basically at 27.5, which is below basically most of the market, and I'll walk you through that as well. Key strategy here in the V6 is pretty common in the segment. That's our popular model. If you're looking for a little bit more value and fuel economy, you can go to the four-cylinder alternative, which saves you about a typical premium $1,500. Therefore, at the lower end of the lineup, for more value, we offer that four-cylinder with more fuel efficiency. You may be familiar with the car. It's got some great head-turning styling on the exterior, but as you get inside the car, I think you'll not only be impressed with the refined and the great design we have with the car, but also with the spaciousness and roominess of the car. This is basically one of the largest interior roominess in the segment as well. So we've got a lot of large sedans in this group that we just talked about. From a roominess perspective, the Impala is basically the largest of the bunch. A lot of legroom, both front and rear, and then a very large trunk at 18.8, 4 sets of golf clubs as well. The car is designed not only with fashion in mind, but also for fuel efficiency. The aerodynamics in this car are extremely positive. At under 0.30, the aerodynamics of this car are basically better than what we had on our previous generation Corvette. So big car, but we've really done a nice job of our aerodynamics system, really tune the aerodynamics to take this great design, make it as efficient as possible, so we get that great fuel efficiency as well. So you're not trading off fuel efficiency or design or performance. And as we mentioned, with the Eco model, you're going to be picking up a lot of those aerodynamic enablers. We'll have active shutters and underbody panels, not only on the Eco, but also on many of the four-cylinder models. So we talked about not only is the design efficient and appealing, the interior roomy, but we also have a lot of new technology in this car. Many firsts for Chevrolet. So in addition to the new mining, which I'll talk about in a minute, we have many surprise delight features. For example, we've got heated and ventilated front seats. We have power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. heated steering wheel, not something you need for all the snowbirds who head home, but also quite a bit of other premium and surprise delight features. In addition, we have a motorized 8-inch screen, which will also rise up. It has the new Chevrolet MyLink system. So this is the first application of the new Chevy MyLink next generation system. It's very similar to the Cadillac Q system that many of you may be familiar with, the new Buick Intelligent. It basically provides more connectivity and also a lot of customization capability as well. Features new voice recognition, many new favorites. A lot of the applications you can do on your smartphone are basically available in the car. So you customize it, more connectivity, voice recognition, and a lot more flexibility. We talked a lot about some of the new surprise light features in the car. Many of those are in the area of the safety. The car has a 5-star crash test system. It has 10 standard airbags, ABS, StabiliTrak, as well as on the LTZs that you'll be driving, the standard advanced safety capability includes 4 collision alert, which is the camera in the front, which monitors what's happening in front, and you get 4 collision alert and lane departure warning capability off of that. We have a radar system in the back, which has the side blind zone and rear cross traffic capability, rear camera in the rear, as well as rear park assist. So we have an advanced safety capability, which provides you basically advanced indication of what's happening 360 degrees. Now, in addition to that, we have a first application in Chevrolet of our adaptive cruise control. That will be basically available today for order, so it's just started production. They're not in many dealerships yet. But the adaptive cruise control basically allows you to set your cruise, and with the radar system in front, it will monitor the traffic in front of you and will adjust the speed, stop the car as required in heavy traffic. When the cruise is, whether the cruise is on or off, the radar is always working and will basically use the minute crash braking system, so it will apply the brakes and try to mitigate an accident, whether the cruise is on or off, based on what's happening in front of you. So a lot of new technology in terms of safety, first for Chevrolet, that you'll start seeing across the Chevrolet lineup. This car has some great heritage. It's a cousin to the Cadillac XTS and the Buick LaCrosse. So this is the third of the large cars amongst this platform. So we've got a lot of learnings in the Chevrolet Impala that we've learned from the Cadillac XTS and the Buick LaCrosse. So we know how to isolate all the wind noise and tire noise. So this car is extremely quiet. It's got a lot of the same capabilities that you see in those other vehicle lines. So we've really refined the ride and handling and the quietness of this car from what we've seen in our experience with the LaCrosse and with the XTS. Question? Yeah, so this is off our global Epsilon platform. So it's a cousin to the XTS and the LaCrosse. It's of a similar size geometry as the XTS. A little bit longer than the LaCrosse because we've got a little more rear trunk room, but the rest of the net P4 is very similar to LaCrosse. The Malibu and the Buick Regal are also off the same platform in a shorter wheelbase version. So we've got a lot of history and a lot of understanding of what this capability of this global Epsilon platform can do. And I think you'll see this bill of materials allows us to get a lot of these premium features that we've got in the system for Cadillac and Buick. We've been able to bring them into the Chevrolet Impala. I guess the other capability I want to talk briefly about is you won't be driving the 4-cylinder today, but on our 4-cylinder we've got active noise cancellation standard on our cars. We've done this because we really wanted to maximize the fuel economy with that 4-cylinder and provide that extra Chevrolet value and fuel economy. So we put in the active noise cancellation to really maximize the capability of the car and the shift points and the idle to maximize fuel economy, and that gave us a little bit of a harshness, if you will, in some cases that we would normally not go to. So that's where the active noise cancellation comes in. Not only do you have starting with a quiet engine and a quiet cabin, but we've then cancels out any of the harshness from those stretching the fuel economy moments. So the car is extremely quiet, not only in the V6, but also in the 4-cylinder condition. The active noise cancellation, that's basically similar to like your Bose headphones. So what we've done is we've got a speaker, we got microphones in the cabin, and we basically we know what idle resonance to look for and any harshness we get from the transmission and under some of those dynamics. So we actually are looking for certain sounds and a certain harshness that we actually send a counter signal through the cabin to cancel those out. So through the sound system, so through the speaker system and microphones within the cabin, we're actually doing the same thing you do with your Bose headphones and putting a canceling dynamic into those kind of harshness episodes that you would get when we stretch that fuel economy transmission interaction. So we had a couple questions earlier about model mix and prices. You can see the LT and the LTZ are where we have our V6 models is where we expect most of our volume to be in this car. The LS with destination freight starts at $27,500. That's basically the best of the segment. You can then go to an LT at $29,700. Most of our popular models will be right around $31,000, $32,000 is where we expect most of this market to be. That's where much of our competition is. The LTZs that you'll be driving today start around $36,500. Most of them are contented up to about $38,000. Now, that's a very nice price point when you compare it to the mid-level trims for many of our competition as well. So the LT V6 at $30,760 competes against the Ford Taurus SEL, which is around $30,000. The Avalon around 31, which starts at 31.8. The Honda Azera at 33, which is a nicely equipped car, and then the Maxa, which starts at 34. So our strategy has been we've got a lot of car at the LS and LT, base LT at that $28,000 to $31,000 price point, which is below many of our import competitors. They start like 31 and above. So we think we've got a lot of value with our 4-cylinder, with the value equation. So we want to retain a lot of our current Impala, move some of that big mid-size buyer base up into the new Impala, as well as be very, very competitive from a price point perspective at that $30,000 to $32,000 with a lot of cars. You'll be driving cars that are a little bit more well equipped. We've got a great feature value equation there for those vehicles as well. So overall, I think we stack up very well in this segment. This is a car that has head turning styling. Will attract a lot of new customers to the Chevrolet showroom. When you get inside the car, I think you'll be very impressed with the refined design, the roominess in the car. You'll be have a very rewarding driving experience in terms of quietness, performance capability, and the driving dynamics. Impressed with all that new technology and feature value that we're bringing down from more upmarket segments. And then all this comes with the Chevrolet value equation that I think has been providing a lot of new customers into our showroom. So with that, comments or questions? Hope you enjoy the car.
Real quick, the effort that you guys made